Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, This Morning.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Wednesday, May 8th. Checking in now with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl, who has a look at our early morning forecast. Bill, some people may be waking up to a little bit of fog this morning, right?
Indeed, and we will check that visibility chart in just a moment. But first of all, quick review of yesterday. It was a nice day in between the rain and the thunderstorms, and some of those storms were on the hefty side, especially yesterday afternoon and into last evening, kind of along the I-94 corridor. Temperatures topping out in the low to mid 70s for most, an exception Volk Field at 65 and 69 in Eau Claire, but we managed 75 in La Crosse with a low of 57 and almost 7/10 of an inch of rainfall, so another good soaking rain for the region. In fact, too much rain with some thunderstorms around the Warrens area yesterday afternoon and last evening. 69 and 47 the averages for today. 89 and 32 are the records. Where is the fog? Well, it's mainly where that heavier rain fell along the I-94 corridor from Volk Field up through Black River Falls and Eau Claire and over towards Wisconsin Rapids. The Weather Service does have a dense fog advisory in play for Chippewa, Pepin, Dunn, Eau Claire, and Rusk counties through 9 o'clock this morning, so use some extra caution up there. Otherwise, it's a dry morning as the rain from yesterday has shifted into the north central Great Lakes. Current temperatures in the 40s for most, even a 38 in Sparta, and it's going to be a warm day and a dry day with highs around 77. Another chance of showers as we head into tonight, especially south, and I'll detail that with my 8-day forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Bill, we'll see you then. Dangerous weather is sweeping across much of the U.S., and some of the storms are leaving a path of destruction, as you see here. Yesterday, tornadoes battered parts of the Midwest with heavy rains, gusty winds, and even a few tornadoes. 2 tornadoes hit the city of Portage, Michigan last night. This morning, more than 140 million Americans in over a dozen states could see storms, and parts of the Northwest are dealing with snow, while areas in the Southwest are under fire risks. We're learning more this morning about a shipment of ammunition from the United States to Israel that was paused last week. That shipment included more than 3,000 bombs and was withheld over concerns over their potential use in a Rafah incursion, saying the devastating impact the bombs could have on a densely populated area was the biggest concern. These new details come just one day after IDF forces captured the Gazan side of the Rafah crossing. Now to yesterday's explosive testimony in former President Trump's so-called hush money trial. Adult film star Stormy Daniels took the stand and gave what was at times very salacious details of her alleged sexual encounter with Trump nearly 2 decades ago. Trump is accused of falsifying business records to hide payments made to Daniels to keep her silent ahead of the 2016 election. Trump denies that affair and has pleaded not guilty to the charges. CBS's Jared Hill has more on how the day unfolded from New York.
Former President Donald Trump due back in court tomorrow for day 2 of potentially explosive testimony from adult film star Stormy Daniels in his Manhattan criminal case. Under oath on the witness stand yesterday, Daniels recalled the details of their alleged 2006 sexual encounter, which Trump has denied. Daniels testified that Trump invited her to his hotel suite in Lake Tahoe. She said she asked Trump about his wife, Melania, and he said, quote, "Don't worry about it. We actually don't sleep in the same room." Daniels also said she wanted to share her story 10 years later, but was afraid, adding that she took the $130,000 payment from Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, to stay quiet.
Everything in this case is designed to get to Michael Cohen's testimony.
In cross-examination, Trump's lawyers questioned Daniels' motives, asking if she hates the former president, to which she responded yes. They asked if she wants Trump to go to jail. Her response, if he's found guilty, absolutely.
This whole case is just a disaster.
The defense asked for mistrial, accusing prosecutors of trying to embarrass the former president. The judge denied the motion, but acknowledged, quote, "There were some things that are probably better left unsaid."
There were also new developments in former President Trump's Florida federal case regarding the alleged mishandling of classified materials at his Mar-a-Lago home. Judge Eileen Cannon announced she's officially postponing that trial indefinitely. It was originally set to start later this month. And new here at home this morning, the recipients of this year's Chloe K. Eckelberg Memorial Scholarship have been announced. According to a release, this year's 6 scholarship recipients include Holman High School student Taylor Baker, Melrose Medora High School students Mitchell Berg and Ayla Reuter. Onalaska Luther High School student Bryn Burr, UWL student Lucas Jant, and UW Stout student Drew Standish. To qualify for the scholarship, students must currently be enrolled or planning to enroll at a university or technical college and must be involved with the Lacrosse Speedway. One alleged member of an Eau Claire drug ring was sentenced in Eau Claire court yesterday. As part of a plea deal, Elena Sosa Ochoa pleaded no contest to possession with intent to deliver more than 40 grams of cocaine and threats to injure or accuse of a crime. She allegedly tried to help her son, Hector Jimenez Sosa, recover cocaine he sent to an ex-girlfriend. In court yesterday, the judge sentenced her to 5 years probation. 2 wedding barn venues are suing the state of Wisconsin over those new alcohol laws. Under the new law, Act 73, private event spaces like wedding barns must obtain a liquor license to allow alcohol on site. The lawsuit alleges the reworked alcohol regulations will harmfully impact how special event venues operate. The lead attorney says one reason for suing is Act 73 violates Wisconsin's constitutional equal protection clause. That clause prohibits differently regulating similarly situated entities.
A wedding barn located in Berlin or the town of Preston is not so different than a wedding barn that'd be located, in a professional baseball or football stadium district, such that they should be regulated differently. It's nonsensical law, and we believe it violates their constitutional rights.
He's referring to wording in Act 73 that exempts public places like stadium parking lots from the liquor regulations if the alcohol is served on the same day as a ticketed event held at the stadium. He hopes the lawsuit will be resolved before Act 73 takes effect January 1st, 2026. The Toward One Wisconsin Conference in Eau Claire is expanding its focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion this week. The 2-day event brings together professionals and advocates from across the state to discuss these crucial issues in today's landscape. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall takes a look at how this year's conference is broadening the DEI conversation.
There's a new iteration of DEI that's needed, something that isn't so based on the things that polarize us, but the things that connect us.
Kelly Blackman is the founder of Butterfly Consulting, an agency dedicated to DEI and culture change consulting for corporations nationwide. He says previous conversations about DEI have pushed people away by focusing primarily on race, gender, and sexual orientation.
I don't think it's a bad thing to just push people apart. I think it just means that there's evidence that there's a new version of it needed. So I don't think it's going anywhere, but I do think it's the case that it's polarizing us because it's not right for us anymore.
His message for attendees is to expand the DEI conversation beyond outward identities and include the intrinsic characteristics that make us human.
We're looking at it as something where it involves things like grace and patience. It involves things like assuming people's intrinsic value, things like being personally accountable.
He's also challenging conference goers to overcome their fears.
As a consultant in this space, is that what I'm having to do is to help each partner that I work with to first identify the thing that scares them about this, and then to kind of quell that fear. So it may be a case that you're afraid that your shareholders are going to see you're doing something under the guise of DEI, and it's going to be something that's going to get politicized. Well, to remove that, now instead of us doing something that's under the guise of DEI, it's going to be something that's just about being inclusive.
Blackman isn't alone. Macy Hurst says evolution is central to inclusion.
I've been part of this work for many, many years, but I still feel as there's so much more to learn and so many more people to learn from and to meet in this work.
For News 8 Now this morning, I'm Jeremy Wall.
The conference continues today from 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at the Pablo Center for Performing Arts. Time now 6:08. Still ahead on your morning news, Nintendo reveals when its new console will come out. Hy-Vee recalls cream cheese over salmonella fears, and would you buy a Swiss Army knife without an actual knife? That's all after the break in today's consumer news. And new research is raising concerns about the chemicals used in car interiors. We'll take a look at that and tell you how to keep yourself safe coming up. For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. Actor Sylvester Stallone has a decades-long love of watch collecting, and now some fans will have a chance to get a piece of his collection. The The Rocky Star is auctioning nearly a dozen luxury timepieces. Among the items is this rare Patek Philippe Grandmaster chime, which is expected to fetch as much as $5 million. It comes in a box engraved with Stallone's name. Sotheby's has dubbed it the Holy Grail for watch collectors, as only 7 were made. Other watches, some of which Stallone wore in his films, are expected to sell for up to $400,000. The sale starts June 5th at a Sotheby's sale in New York. Don't go anywhere. Your consumer news is after the break.
Make dinner good tonight with Hardee's new tender platters. Crunchy, juicy chicken dipped in buttermilk and hand-breaded, served with garlic toast, fries, slaw, and an ice-cold drink. Delicious, down to the very last crumb. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. Moving piles of earth, towing up to 4,000 pounds, cutting millions of blades of grass. We could keep trying to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Conquer every task on your list. Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a deer. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
It's the weekend clearance at Drury's in Fountain. Incredible savings on America's finest furniture. We're clearing our showrooms to make way for fresh new introductions with hundreds of items reduced to their lowest prices ever. You'll save hundreds of dollars on top brands like Smith Brothers, Daniels Amish, and FlexSteel. Bedrooms, casual dining, sofas, even premium leather, all priced to go. You'd better hurry because you won't see furniture of this quality at these prices again. The weekend clearance, this weekend only, at Drury's in Fountain.
Pilgrims is growing, and we want you to be part of a successful, stable, and safe company. We're offering higher wages and more pay incentives than ever before. Stop into our recruitment office any day to apply, or walk in on Wednesdays for an immediate interview. Help us feed the world while we provide you a safe work environment, stable and essential employment, and steady pay. Apply at pilgrims.com today or anytime at 502 West Main Street, Arcadia, Wisconsin.
You made a cow. Actually, it's a piggy bank. My inspiration to start saving.
How about a more solid way to save?
I'm listening.
Well, BMO helps get your savings habit into shape with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward?
And there's a cash bonus when you open a new checking account to get you started.
Wow. Anything you can't do?
Mugs.
At Hardee's, we're putting our hearts into Mother's Day because moms put their hearts into everything. Join us in celebrating the goodness of moms with made-from-scratch heart-shaped biscuits. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Hey, welcome back and a good Wednesday morning to it. Is 6:12. A check of the schoolcast does include a dry day, dare I say a needed dry day. We've gone from drought conditions to, we've had plenty of rain over the past several weeks. Now, schoolcast 51 at 7 a.m. and rising quickly up to 71 by lunchtime. Afternoon highs in the Cross around 77 degrees. So a beautiful day for outdoor plans, including walking the dog. Milo waiting patiently here to walk with Tammy at some point, like the feline friend in the background there as well. Again, a partly cloudy and warm day. Slight chance of showers heading into this evening, especially to the south and southwest of the La Crosse area. All is quiet this morning, unlike yesterday morning when we had the showers and thunderstorms. Watch out for some fog, though, especially where we saw those heavier thunderstorms yesterday afternoon along the I-94 corridor from Volk Field up through Black River Falls and Eau Claire. In fact, a dense fog advisory issued by the Weather Service for the Chippewa Valley, Rusk, Chippewa, Dunn, Pepin, and Eau Claire counties until 9 o'clock this morning. Otherwise, what you need to know, warm and dry today. Chance for some showers tonight, tomorrow, and Friday. Not going to rain all the time, though, and I did have to introduce a slight chance for some rain for Mom on Mother's Day, unfortunately, but temperatures still looking good this weekend. All is quiet this morning. The rain from yesterday has shifted into the north central Great Lakes. Current temperatures 38 in Sparta, but most of us in the 40s, even some 50s in Decorah and Viroqua. So mix of sun and clouds today and dry with that high of 77 degrees. I will discuss those rain chances moving in for tonight with my 8-day forecast that's coming up in about 4 minutes.
And in your consumer news this morning, a new Switch is coming. Nintendo is planning to announce the next iteration of its popular console by March of 2025. The Switch was first announced nearly a decade ago, and it's been one of Nintendo's most successful products to date. But little has changed in terms of development over the years. Sales have also been lagging recently. The company expects to sell 13.5 million units this year, compared to nearly 16 million that sold last year. A Swiss Army knife without the knife. Multi-tool maker Victorinox is working on new versions of it that don't include its iconic blade. The company says these new tools target specialized fields, but it will continue to make its folding knife. The CEO says he's thinking about a tool for cyclists. The company already has something similar for golfers that includes a ball marker and divot repair tool, though the golf tool does contain the classic blade. And 2 kinds of cream cheese are being recalled due to the potential risk of salmonella. Here is one of them on your screen right now. It's from Iowa-based Hy-Vee, and it's pulling back varieties of its whipped cream cheese spread, as well as a cookies and cream mix. That one's on your screen now. The affected products were sold in 8 Midwestern states at Hy-Vee, Hy-Vee drugstore, and Dollar Fresh market stores. Hy-Vee has voluntarily removed all affected products from its shelves. If you bought one of these, you are urged to throw them away or take them back to Hy-Vee for a refund. When it comes to auto safety, people often think about crash tests and what takes place outside the vehicle, but new research is raising concern about the toxic chemicals inside your car coming from the seats. CBS's Anna Werner takes a look at the findings and explains what you can do to protect yourself.
San Francisco's Vina Singla drives an electric car to help the environment, but hadn't thought much about the air inside her car.
I never realized there could be toxic chemicals.
About 2 years ago, she volunteered to participate in a study looking at drivers' exposure to flame retardants used on automobile seats to meet federal fire safety standards. She and 100 other car owners placed these silicone bands in their cars for a week to measure the levels of those chemicals in the air inside their vehicles.
I want to know what chemicals are in my car and if there's anything I can do to reduce my own exposures.
Now the results are in. The study finds vehicles are likely important sources of human exposure to potentially harmful flame retardants. Those most likely to be exposed: commuters, full-time vehicle drivers, and children. Levels of some of those chemicals were 2 to 5 times higher in summer as compared to winter.
In hotter temperatures, chemicals are able to be released from the car materials more easily.
So the hotter it gets, the more chemical you're likely to have.
Yes.
Researchers can't say precisely what the health effects might be from breathing in those flame retardants, but they note that a 2023 U.S. National Toxicology report found evidence of carcinogenic activity in rats and mice for the most frequently found chemical. They and others are calling for the federal flammability standard to be reevaluated. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, which sets those standards, told CBS News it's aware of the report and is reviewing it. Researchers detected flame retardants inside all of the cars tested, but the study didn't look at specific makes or models. A group representing automakers said approved flame retardants are included in vehicles to meet the government's required flammability standards. Back in San Francisco, Vina Singla's test showed flame retardants too, which she says is frustrating.
We can do better and have healthier, safer cars.
In the meantime, the researchers recommend when you first get in your car, roll down the windows and let the air out.
That's it for your morning consumer news. The time now is 6:18. Let's check in with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl for a look at today's forecast. Good morning, Bill.
Good Good morning, Alexandra. Boy, yet another round of soaking rainfall across the region yesterday. We had the showers and thunderstorms in the morning and then some additional scattered showers and storms in the afternoon and into last evening. You can see lots of darker greens on the map here indicating over a half an inch of rainfall. In fact, Prairie du Chien almost 9/10, almost 7/10 in La Crosse, just over 6/10 in Winona, about a half an inch in Eau Claire and Decorah, and 4/10 in Sparta. But draw your attention to some of these isolated higher amounts kind of along the I-94 corridor with some stronger thunderstorms yesterday afternoon and last evening. Right around the Warrens area, it was a small cell, but it just kind of parked itself there and dumped 2 to 4 inches of rainfall in the Warrens area. And here was the result of that. Yeah, we had some flash flooding, water over the roads. Thanks to Devin for this shot. This was Highway 12. Right near Duffy's Roadhouse in the Warrens area. Here's another shot. You can see some of the debris on the road as well. So if you have travel plans in the Warrens area this morning, watch for this debris in the road if it was not cleaned up yet, or of course water on the road or any water damage to the roads as well. Also some hail with that storm. This was also in Warrens. Thanks to Bridget for this shot. Most of the hail was below severe limits, but a couple of stones right near quarter size. We also had a quarter size hailstones reported in the Decorah area as well. So just a couple of isolated large hail reports. An inch in diameter or larger is considered severe. Much quieter to start today. Sunshine, 48 out at the airport, 50 downtown. Winds are calm. The Mississippi holding steady, 9.19 feet. 47 in Eau Claire. It looks fine here, but some areas of fog up towards the airport there. In fact, visibility less than 1/8 of a mile in Eau Claire, down towards Black River Falls, Volk Field, about a mile. And that has prompted a dense fog advisory for far northern sections of the viewing area. Eau Claire and the Chippewa Valley until 9 o'clock this morning. So use some extra caution up there, maybe allow some extra time. Current temperatures other than 38 in Sparta, most of us in the 40s, even a 52 in Viroqua, 50 in Decorah. Again, winds are light or calm. That's one reason we're seeing some of the fog because of the recent rainfall, clear skies overnight, and the light winds. Yesterday's rain now over the central Great Lakes, but a couple areas of low pressure to our west will combine to bring another rain chance as we head into tonight, especially south of Interstate 90. And SkyTracker will show that dry today with a mix of sun and clouds. Tonight, chance of showers, isolated thunderstorms, especially south of Interstate 90. Tomorrow, little disturbance sinks south across the region with a chance for some showers. And another one on Friday, a little boundary to the north and west will sink south and east and bring a chance for some showers Friday as well. Zone forecast showing temperatures today quite nice, 77 in the La Crosse area. In fact, all 65 of our locations here seeing highs between about 71 and 77 degrees. That's a bit above average. Average high is 69. So for today, 77, warm and dry. For tonight, that chance of showers, especially south, 52 for the low. Tomorrow and Friday, chance of showers both days, but not all day washouts. A little cooler, highs in the 60s. Saturday now looking dry. Mother's Day, unfortunately, had to introduce a chance of showers and thunderstorms, but highs in the mid-70s, and some additional chances for showers and storms next Tuesday and Wednesday, with highs primarily staying between about 70 and 75 degrees. So sorry, moms out there, but not looking like an all-day washout by any stretch. Alexandra?
Yeah, at least there'll be a little bit of sun. All right, Bill, thank you. Still to come on your morning news. It's starting to get warmer outside, meaning more people are going to get outside to get their daily exercise. But before you grab your water bottle, you may want to rethink how you clean it. Coming up after the morning sports blitz, we'll take a look at why some experts are warning that just throwing it in the dishwasher may not be enough. Uh-oh.
Many of our track athletes were in action over in Onalaska yesterday as they prepare for their conference meet later this week. Plus, the Brewers looking to get back on track in Kansas City. I'll have all those highlights coming up in the Blitz.
Bygoff and Rohde had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. When it's time to plant and grow your dream yard, we get you the right products at the right prices. Like half off 1 cubic foot bags of Miracle Grow garden soil, 16-pound bags of Blaine's Midwest Blend bird food, $16.99. Rewards members save an extra $1. And with Mother's Day coming up, assorted Whitman's and Russell Stover candies, just $8.99. Plus, visit our outdoor garden centers, now open at select Blaine's Farm and Fleet stores.
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
Luther High School is a powerhouse in culture and fulfilling the needs of each student.
I'm hoping to major in some sort of engineering field once I graduate, so I was hoping that doing the robotics and trying out more hands-on things would help me explore the area more and see if I really like it. I think it really lets us broaden our interests more and deep dive into what we would be doing later in life. I'm really hoping I can encourage more girls to do it and just other students and really help people want to explore industry.
Luther High School, Christ-centered, encouraging and preparing students for life.
Home Furniture partners with a number of local charities in our communities. I'm Kyle Johansson, and we're teaming up with the Minnesota Ovarian Cancer Alliance to raise funds for research, heighten awareness, and support women and their families.
Make a purchase at home and donate $10 to MOCA and get an extra 10% off sale prices.
Together, we can make an impact.
Shop for a cause and donate $10 for MOCA.
And save an extra 10% off our sale prices.
Thank you for supporting a cure by shopping at Home Furniture.
By Goff and Rohde, we've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. By Goff and Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
He loved baking with his mom. Now a local veteran turned entrepreneur is giving back. Thursday at 6, how he's turning bread into dough and helping fight food insecurity. Plus his need to grow the idea across the state. Thursday at 6. The First Warn Weather app. Download it today.
Welcome to the Blitz. The high school track season is heating up. Conference meets are right around the corner. The MVC meet will take place this Saturday. A few MVC schools were gearing up yesterday in Onalaska. Lots of great competitors on hand for the Onalaska Invitational. We'll start with the 4x800 meter relay on the boys' side. The Riverhawks soaring in at just under 8 minutes and 49 seconds. On the girls' side, Hilltoppers getting a win on their home track at just over 11:15. Girls 100 meter hurdles now. This was a battle. Holman's Macy Kime on the far right going all out, but Lily Schwark from Wisconsin Dells edges her out at 17.60. On the boys' side, one-man show in the 110 hurdles. Central's Aaron Polma was flying. Nobody within 3 seconds of the Riverhawks senior. Polma comes in with a first-place time of 15.26. Girls 100 meter dash, Aquinas sophomore Sammy Davis speeding toward the finish line. Onalaska's Eliana Mascotti right there, but Davis finishes first at 13.27. On the boys' side, this one coming down to the wire as well. Central's Cade Larson looking good, but it's Holman's Jewel Jackson turning on the Jets. 11.51 for the Viking senior. He wins it by 0.03 of a second. Girls 1600 meter run now. Holman senior Annabella Phillips way ahead of the pack at just over 5 minutes and 36 seconds. For the boys, Aquinas junior Thomas Gorman III in a class of his own, a sub 5 minute time of just under 4 minutes and 48 seconds. Another win for the Blue Golds in the 4x200 meter relay. Aquinas wins it at just over 1 minute and 48 seconds. And the Blue Golds make it a clean sweep in the 4x200. On the boys' side, they get it done at just over 91 seconds. Last but not least, 400 meter dash on the girls' side. 3 Hilltoppers finishing atop the leaderboard, but it's Onalaska sophomore Isabella Malachek leading the pack as she finishes with a first-place time of 58.55. Over in Cashion, the Eagle softball team trying to close in on a conference title. They were up against New Lisbon. Sarah Schrader dominant in the pitcher's circle, striking out everybody in this one. She finishes with 12 strikeouts on the day. She was untouchable. But you need runs to win the game. Marley Schrader doing her best to make that happen. She singles up the middle. Then after stealing second, Schrader takes off for third. And after the throw gets past the D, she takes off for home, slides in safe to give the Eagles a 1-0 lead. Next inning, Sydney Helgerson gets a hold of this one. That's down over the head of the defense. 1 run comes in a score on the RBI triple. Cashion goes on to get the win 7-0. Eagles improve to 15-3 on the year. Brewers looking to get back in the win column in KC. Big inning in the second. Reese Hoskins gets it started with a deep shot to center. Solo blast puts Milwaukee on the board. Very next batter, Joey Ortiz. Same idea. He belts one out to deep left center, and that ball's gone. Back-to-back jacks for the Brewers. It's 2-0, but the Royals respond in a big way in the 5th. Salvador Perez Scorches one to left field. That's going to be trouble. 1 run comes in to score on the double from Perez. KC goes up by 2. Let's fast forward now to the 9th. Still a 2-run lead for Kansas City, but with 2 outs and 2 on, Willy Adames changes that with 1 swing of the bat. Willie gets all of this one, and that one is gone for a 3-run shot. Puts the Brewers back on top for good. Milwaukee gets a big-time win in KC, 6-5. Twins looking for their 2nd straight win over Seattle, but in the 7th, bases loaded for Cal Raleigh. He's going to clear him. Raleigh sends it high and deep to left, and that's a grand slam. Mariners go in front 6-4. Twins would tie it in the 8th, but Seattle puts up a 4 spot in the 9th. And they get the win over Minnesota, 10-6. That's going to do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
Where's the best place for local, fresh, quality meat? The Holman Locker and Meat Market, of course. Purchase a minimum of 25 pounds of 90% lean ground beef for $4.99 per pound or 85% lean for $4.79 per pound. Shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market and much, much more.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now.
Get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP.
Visit HometownChevy.com.
Hi, Blue Angels fans. I'm Lieutenant Connor O'Donnell, Blue Angel number 7. We are so excited to be headed your way this 2024 show season to bring to you the world-famous Blue Angels flight demonstration. It is our honor and privilege to represent the sailors and Marines of the fleet while we show you the raw power of naval aviation. We hope to see you at our upcoming show.
The Blue Angels return to La Crosse June 15th and 16th. Family fun awaits at the D. Slayton Airfest. Tickets online only.
The pain level was over 10. There's days where I just sat and cried and asked the good Lord to take me. And my doctor recommended that I go to Good Feet and try the arch supports. And I took about 3-4 steps, turned around and went and sat back down and started to cry. It was the first time that I had no pain. I'm not an actor. I want people to know my testimony. I want them to know what arch support's going to do from Good Feet.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
It's the weekend clearance at Drury's in Fountain. Incredible savings on America's finest furniture. We're clearing our showrooms to make way for fresh new introductions with hundreds of items reduced to their lowest prices ever. You'll save hundreds of dollars on top brands like Smith Brothers, Daniels Amish, and Flex Steel. Bedrooms, casual dining, sofas, even premium leather, all priced to go. You'd better hurry because you won't see furniture of this quality at these prices again. The weekend clearance, this weekend only, at Drury's in Fountain.
Has your pet been diagnosed with a cruciate ligament injury or torn ACL? Forget the inconvenience of travel and expense to a university. Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics in Holmen specializes in knee reconstruction using the TPLO. This is a gold standard that's been used by veterinarians for over 40 years and provides the strongest fixation in ACL repair. Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics today.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality local meat. Now's the time to stock up with our spring freezer filler bundle. It's full of chicken, beef, pork, and shrimp. Call to order yours today. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Celebrating 70 years, we're News 8 Now. You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
In your morning medical news, the American Cancer Society is looking for 100,000 black women for a massive study into why they have the highest death rate for most cancers. For example, black women are twice as likely as white women to get stomach cancer and 2.3 times more likely to die from it. But scientists don't know why. That's why they want to follow 100,000 black women for the next 30 years. Eligible participants must be 25 to 55 years old and live in one of the 20 states the study is taking place in, or Washington, D.C. Since reusable bottles often carry just water, the urge to clean them may not be as strong. But ahead of summer temperatures and more reasons to hydrate, doctors advise clean up your act. Karen Kaifa is in Washington with a look at some of the consequences of a dirty water bottle and how you can avoid them.
As the temperatures climb, so can the amount of water it takes to stay hydrated. But before you step out with your reusable water bottle, maybe give it some TLC.
And we want people to stay hydrated, but we don't want them to do that at the risk of getting harm or getting an infection, which is what can happen if you're really not taking care of your water bottle.
Dr. Marianne Sumego with Cleveland Clinic says the inside of reusable bottles, whether plastic, glass, or stainless steel, are moist environments where bacteria loves to grow, especially under moving parts.
You're not getting in there with a bristle brush or really trying to get those mechanisms clean. You're going to leave that bacteria behind. And so, again, it's just another opportunity for things to kind of get out of control and grow.
That's not just really icky, it could also make you sick. Potential consequences include gastrointestinal issues and allergy symptoms.
If you've got mold allergies, you might be getting sniffles because that mold is going to grow over time. Absolutely loves a moist environment. And so you may have this unexplained constant sniffles, itchy nose, sneezing all the time.
Dr. Sumego says to give a water bottle a scrub with soap and water after each use, and don't forget to clean tops and straws. Ideally, throw the bottle in the dishwasher to get surfaces exposed to water pressure, both inside and out.
All right, good advice there. And the city of La Crosse is celebrating a new affordable apartment and townhome complex. The first complex in the River Point district, dubbed the Driftless, is expected to be move-in ready by December. And yesterday, the City and Redevelopment Authority held a celebration. The Driftless, managed by MSP Real Estate, will offer 100 much-needed affordable senior housing units for those ages 55 and up.
The maximum incomes for folks living here would be anywhere from 30 to 80% of the county median income. And then that rent level is then set to be about 30% of the individual's income level.
The Driftless is just one of a number of complexes that are going up in the area across from the downtown Festival Foods. River Point's project manager says the next complex to get started on will likely be the War Eagle, which will feature 59 units, as well as retail and restaurant space on the ground floor. Teachers in the La Crosse School District received a sweet thank you in honor of National Teacher Appreciation Day yesterday. The La Crosse Public Education Foundation delivered treats to each school as a way to show appreciation for the district staff's hard work. The executive director for the foundation says it's important to show teachers they're valued because they have such an important job raising our youth.
This is a hard job. They do many different things for children all day long, and we as community members need our schools to be healthy and functioning so that our kids can grow up to be excellent adults and productive members of society, and teachers make it all possible.
This is the 10th year the foundation has held Thank a Teacher Day. It's made possible with a grant from the Carroll Table Thank a Teacher Fund. A collaborative program is providing homes for families who've experienced housing insecurity. News 8 Now's Allison Fergut explains how the unique program will continue to benefit the area for decades.
A unique path forward in finding housing. Through a $3 million grant allocation, Cooley Cap and Catholic Charities are providing La Crosse County residents with stable housing.
Housing is a huge need in our community, especially for families who are poor or are on limited incomes.
The program is an ongoing collaborative effort. Cooley Cap and Catholic Charities buy properties and prepare them for a family to move into.
We may have to make some repairs to that property, make sure that it's safe, especially for children.
Families are then referred to the program and face no barriers before accessing their new home.
There is no rental application. There is no background check or credits check.
The La Crosse Area Family Collaborative helps with the transition. The group provides ongoing support to the families while they're in their new housing.
We build a sustainable housing plan, and then from there it's all the other stuff. It's mental health navigation for kids and parents. It's employment readiness.
They're getting support in meeting their other goals, financial goals, educational goals, work goals.
The county says so far 11 units have been purchased between Cooley Cap and Catholic Charities, and 4 families have officially moved in. Without the cloud of housing insecurity hanging over their heads, families are able to focus on the future.
What we've seen, these families that really engage with their social workers, preparing and building for a better future instead of just constantly surviving.
The housing isn't a permanent solution for the families.
The idea is that the family can move in, can stay there for up to 2 years while they receive assistance before they move on to more permanent housing.
But Brown sees the program as one long-term solution as the county aims to achieve functional zero homelessness by 2029.
The county is investing in housing that that will stay with the program even after those initial ARPA funds go away. So that in and of itself makes this program sustainable, and that's what makes it different.
Reporting in La Crosse, Allison Fergit, News 8 Now, This Morning.
If you're interested in getting involved with the program, you can head to Coulee Cap's website. We have that link for you on our website. The time now is 6:38. Here is News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl to tell us what to expect for our morning commute. Is it still foggy out there, Bill?
It is in parts of the area, primarily north and northeast, but boy, it's a lot drier and calmer this morning compared to yesterday morning when we had the line of showers and thunderstorms rolling through. Here's a live look through CityCam. Blue sky and needed sunshine, a needed dry day. It's been a rather active pattern for the past couple of weeks with several rounds of rainfall, but boy, things are sure greening up, aren't they? Or dreening up. I like to make up words, you know that. Current temperatures in the 40s to low 50s. We'll see highs today in the 70s. Another chance for some showers rolls in this evening and into tonight. Best chances south. Now, you mentioned the fog. Here's where it's thickest from Volk Field up through Black River Falls and Eau Claire in the Chippewa Valley, where a dense fog advisory is in play until 9 o'clock this morning. So use extra caution in northern and northeastern sections of the viewing area. Yesterday's rain is now shifted into the north central Great Lakes. Current temperatures in the 40s for most, but 50 in Decorah and 38 in Sparta. And again, a dry and warm day. Highs in La Crosse around 77. I will discuss those rain chances for tonight in detail on the other side of the break. But coming up next in our Buzz Report, Chris Pine writes, directs, and stars in a new comedy mystery about a pool cleaner. We'll take a look at Pool Man just ahead in your morning Buzz Report. We'll be right back.
Here's the choice. Eric Hovde, fourth-generation Wisconsinite, self-made businessman, job creator, and Eric's foundation provides homes that save thousands of children in need. Career politician Tammy Baldwin, 38 years in politics, voted with Biden 95% of the time. Her votes caused prices to soar, and she refused to secure our border. Career politician Tammy Baldwin, she's not working for us anymore. Fix Washington PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Are you or a loved one having troubles getting in and out of the bathtub safely? Has the high cost of remodeling left you without options? I'm Tim with Tri-State Tub to Shower Conversions, and I've been serving the Tri-State area since 1992. And I would love to make your bathing experience safe and affordable. We use your existing tub and remove the front section for easy accessibility. And for an affordable cost, call today.
We both went to public high schools in the area, and the reason why we chose Luther is because it has a Christ-centered, family-like atmosphere for our children with strong academics and athletics.
I see them growing through their experience here, learning new skills that they didn't know they had. I highly encourage you to send your kids to Luther. You'll find that this is a Christ-centered environment. The academics are strong, and people feel like they're a part of a family here. And kids get that. They feel that, and they want to be a part of it.
Enjoy.
Is there such a thing as too many strawberries?
I don't know, Stan. Is there such a thing as too many sunsets?
Or too many video games? Or too many rainbows?
Or too many dance moves?
Or too many cozy sweaters?
Perkins' new Strawberry Freshtival is here with our new fresh strawberry mega pancake platter and new sweet and stuffed fresh strawberry cheesecake pancakes. Only at Perkins.
It's here, the new Modular One Ultimate Seating Solution at Home Furniture. Okay, so you're shopping for a sofa or sectional. You want a perfect fit. So how exactly do you do that? Well, the Modular One does exactly that every time. Choose from 6 versatile functional pieces starting at $449 in 5 great colors. Pick what you need, combine, adjust. That's it. Your room, your way. The Modular One, exclusively at Home Furniture.
Hey, welcome back. A good Wednesday morning to you. It is 6:42. A check of the allergy report. High symptoms today. It's going to be warm and dry, and then medium to high tomorrow for oak, birch, and tree pollen in general. Oak made up 90% of the pollen counted on the latest air sample. Mowing forecast. Great day for that today. 77 and dry. That rain chance not until this evening and tonight, especially south. And then at least some slight chances for showers both tomorrow and Friday. A little cooler with temperatures in the 60s. Boy, another good soaking rainfall for the region with the storms yesterday morning and more storms later in the day. Lots of darker greens here indicating a half an inch or more. In fact, just under 9/10 in Prairie du Chien, just under 7/10 out at the La Crosse Airport, about 6/10 in Winona, around a half an inch in Eau Claire and Decorah, and 4/10 in Sparta. But notice some of these isolated, stronger cells right near the I-94 corridor. One particular cell near Warrens was just parked there for a while, and that dumped 2 to 4 inches of rainfall and some hail in the Warrens area. And here was the result. That's just too much water in a short amount of time. So water over the roads and some flash flooding. This was Highway 12 right near Duffy's Roadhouse in Warrens, and you can see some debris on the roads as well. So if you're driving in these areas, watch for some road damage or some debris in the roads. The water should be off the roads by now, but just use extra caution in those areas. Look at this. Thanks to Brandon for this shot. Looking behind his house, just too much water. A lot of standing water there, some debris in the water as well. Again, that was in the Warrens area. Also some hailstones. Generally a small hail, but some stones did reach about quarter size in Warrens and in the Decorah area as well. Otherwise, skies are clear this morning. Sunshine galore. 48 at the airport, I should say. 50 downtown. The Mississippi holding steady, 9.19 feet. Some patchy fog around Eau Claire where it's 47 degrees, but at the airport, the visibility down below 1/8 of a mile. Some thicker fog right along the I-94 corridor, kind of where those heavier storms occurred, and a dense fog advisory in play until 9 o'clock this morning for far northern sections of the viewing area, including Eau Claire and the Chippewa Valley. Most of us in the 40s this morning, although 38 in Sparta, 50 in Decorah, the exceptions. Again, winds are light or calm. That's why we're seeing some patchy fog. The rain from yesterday is now well to our east, but a couple areas of low pressure to our west will merge to bring a chance of showers tonight and into this evening and tonight, especially in southern parts of the viewing area. Dry today. There's that rain chance for tonight, perhaps some thunderstorms, especially down across Iowa and northern Illinois. And then a couple of disturbances sink south and southeast, one tomorrow and one Friday. Each one will bring a chance for some rain showers, but anything that falls through tomorrow evening is looking pretty light, generally a quarter inch or less, but some higher totals the farther south and west you go into Iowa. So warm and dry today, 77 for the high. Chance of showers tonight, especially south, lows near 52. And then chances for showers tomorrow and Friday, not all day washouts though, a little cooler in the 60s. Dry now Saturday, but it had to introduce a chance of showers and thunderstorms on Mother's Day, 76. And some additional rain chances next Tuesday and Wednesday, with highs generally remaining in the lower to middle 70s. That's the latest look at my 8-day forecast. Now back to Alexandra with our Buzz Report.
Austin City Limits Music Festival organizers have announced this year's star-studded performer lineup. Headliners include Dua Lipa, Tyler the Creator, Chris Stapleton, Blink-182, and Leon Bridges. The iconic music festival takes place over 2 weekends. Weekend 1, October 4th through the 6th, and weekend 2 will be October 11th through the 13th. Tickets are on sale now. This is so unlike Spider-Man. Tom Holland, the actor who played the superhero in the 2021 film Spider-Man No Way Home, is sporting a huge welt on his forehead. He suffered the injury days ago while playing golf with family and friends in Scotland. Holland's dad explained one of the actor's friends hit a wedge shot and the ball smacked the 27-year-old in the head. The sports stars came out for the premiere of Full Court Press in Indianapolis this week. Peyton Manning shared the red carpet with Indiana Fever's #1 draft pick, Caitlin Clark. Manning's 4-part series chronicles the journey of Clark, South Carolina center Camila Cardoso, and UCLA's Kiki Rice. It promises exclusive interviews and behind-the-scenes access to the 3 stars of women's basketball. Full Court Press premieres this weekend on ESPN+.
You've reached Awesome Aquatics. Have an awesome aquatical day.
Welcome back. What is it today?
I have just finished a study of how we can make the bus schedule great.
Reggie?
Chris Pine pulls triple duty as writer, director, and star of Pool Man. The comedy stars Pine as Los Angeles pool cleaner who finds himself drawn into a bizarre mystery. Pool Man also stars Annette Bening, Danny DeVito and DeWanda Wise. You can see Pool Man in theaters this weekend. And before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8. We have Max turning 8 years old today. He loves playing video games, basketball, and being outside. Happy birthday, Max. If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button underneath the Home tab. The time now is 6:48. Stay with us. We have everything you need to know in 5 minutes or less. Your Morning News Now is coming up next.
Here at The Y, we offer more than just a job. We offer the chance to make a difference in a fun, flexible environment where our mission and core values drive every decision we make. Join us in this amazing work. For specific positions and details, visit our website.
No matter where I seat my guests, they seem to like the kitchen best. A kitchen's the heart of the home. It should be warm and welcoming. It should be attractive and functional. But it can be a real challenge unless you come here where you can meet with a designer, find all of the products that you need, and trust the project to our carpenters, plumbers, and electricians. For kitchens, bathrooms, and other home improvements, put your trust in the Board Store Home Improvements. Contact us today.
Hey, it's Reed and Chelsea Magnum.
When I eat cereal, I think of, this box is halfway gone. Next time I should get one. And then I just know to write it on the list when I make the list. But you pour the box of cereal, don't even pay attention even how much is in there or when you'll need another one. You don't think of that.
You have helped me realize, like, the male brain. Like mouthwash, I'll pour the last drop out and I'm like, I think I'm out of mouthwash. Like, do we have any more? And you're like, I don't know.
As you're picking it up and you feel, wow.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
It's the weekend clearance at Drury's in Fountain. Incredible savings on America's finest furniture. We're clearing our showrooms to make way for fresh new introductions with hundreds of items reduced to their lowest prices ever. You'll save hundreds of dollars on top brands like Smith Brothers, Daniels Amos, and Flexsteel. Bedrooms, casual dining, sofas, even premium leather, all priced to go. You'd better hurry because you won't see furniture of this quality at these prices again. The weekend clearance, this weekend only, at Drury's in Fountain.
Here at The Y, we offer more than just a job. Experience the personal satisfaction that comes from nurturing the potential of youth and teens, improving our community's health and well-being, and providing support to our neighbors. Join us in this amazing work.
He loved baking with his mom. Now a local veteran turned entrepreneur is giving back. Thursday at 6, how he's turning bread into dough and helping fight food insecurity. Plus his need to grow the idea across the state. Thursday at 6.
They collaborated really well. Do you have a preference on which side you're on? Or? Okay.
Thank you for letting us into your home and agreeing to an interview. I really appreciate you guys giving us this opportunity.
Celebrating 70 years, we're News 8 Now.
The Dream Crew is here! Magic's gonna happen. Yes! We're all learning about things that are meaningful and important, as well as silly and fun. We're all one big happy family.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8.
Welcome back. It's 6:52. Time for your morning news now. One alleged member of an Eau Claire drug ring was sentenced in Eau Claire County Court. As part of a plea deal, Elena Sosa Ochoa pleaded no contest to possession with intent to deliver more than 40 grams of cocaine and threats to injure or accuse of a crime. She allegedly tried to help her son, Hector Jimenez Sosa, recover cocaine he sent to an ex-girlfriend's address. In court yesterday, she was sentenced to 5 years probation. We're learning more this morning about a shipment of ammunition from the United States to Israel that was paused last week. The shipment included more than 3,000 bombs and was withheld over concerns over their potential use in a Rafah incursion, saying the devastating impact the bombs could have on a densely populated area was the biggest concern. These new details come just one day after IDF forces captured the Gazan side of the Rafah crossing. Former President Trump's classified documents trial in Florida is on hold indefinitely. The judge citing significant issues linked to classified evidence that need to be cleared up before the federal criminal case can be presented to a jury. The trial was originally set to start this month, and a new date has not been set. Trump and 2 co-defendants are charged with mishandling the documents and obstructing the Justice Department's investigation. All 3 have pleaded not guilty. 2 wedding barn venues are suing the state of Wisconsin over new alcohol laws. Under the new law, Act 73, private event spaces like wedding barns must obtain a liquor license to allow alcohol on premises. The lawsuit alleges the reworked alcohol regulations will harmfully impact how special event venues operate. The lead attorney says one reason for suing is Act 73 violates Wisconsin's constitutional equal protection clause.
A wedding barn located in Berlin or the town of Preston is not so different than a wedding barn that'd be located, in a professional baseball or football stadium district, such that they should be regulated differently. It's nonsensical law, and we believe it violates their constitutional rights.
He's referring to wording in Act 73 that exempts public spaces like stadium parking lots from the liquor regulations if the alcohol is served on the same day as a ticketed event held at the stadium. A collaborative program is providing homes for families who've experienced housing insecurity. The Thriving Families program started last year. It's an ongoing collaborative effort between Coulee Cap, Catholic Charities, and the county. Coulee Cap and Catholic Charities buy properties and prepare them for a family to move into. Then, social workers with the La Crosse Area Family Collaborative provide ongoing support for the families while they're in their new housing.
So they're getting support in meeting their other goals, financial goals, educational goals, work goals.
The county says so far 11 units have been purchased between Coulee Cap and Catholic Charities, and 4 families have been housed. The recipients of this year's Chloe K. Eckelberg Memorial Scholarship have been announced. According to a release, this year's 6 scholarship recipients include Holman High School student Taylor Baker, Melrose Mindoro High School students Mitchell Berg and Ayla Reuter, Onalaska Luther High School student Bryn Burr, UWL student Lucas Jant, and UW Stout student Drew Standish. To qualify for the scholarship, students must currently be enrolled or planning to enroll at a university or a technical college and must be involved with the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway.
Well, we're starting with sunshine in La Crosse, but watch out for some fog in northern and northeastern parts of the viewing area. Visibility down to a quarter mile or less from, say, Black River Falls up through Eau Claire and into the Chippewa Valley, where a dense fog advisory is in effect until 9 o'clock this morning, so use caution up there. Current temperatures in the 40s for most, 48 in La Crosse, 47 in Eau Claire. Warm and dry day, 77. Chance for some thunder showers this evening and tonight, especially south. Then a chance for some hit and miss showers both tomorrow and Friday. A little cooler, with highs generally in the low to mid 60s tomorrow, upper 60s on Friday.
All right, Bill, thank you. No use crying over spilled beer, right? A semi-truck hauling cases of Coors overturned on I-80 in Northern California. Earlier this week, it scattered cases of Silver Bullet cans along the road. The driver and passenger suffered minor injuries. Authorities believe the driver may have gone off the right side of the road, then overcorrected, causing the semi to tip over. Thanks for starting your Wednesday morning with us. We will see you back here at noon. Until then, enjoy your day.